Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, I am going to get some Botox today, and I think I'm gonna get some fillers as well. Let me explain to you why. Clearly, it's not for vanity purposes. I'm 50, I've never had any like Botox or anything in my life before. And you know, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna age gracefully. I mean, my hair is naturally gray. That's why I got all the color out. This is my natural color. But what has happened over the last at least 5 years, if not longer, this apparently is called your Mentalis muscle, right? So it's like your chin muscle. It goes right here. And I guess over a period of time, it can get really tight and it attaches to like the inner part of your skin. And I think it immediately also affects, listen, I'm not a plastic surgeon, but this is what I've researched, that these are like your DAO, your Dow lines. So essentially what happens is this comes up, right? So I'm going to exaggerate it. This comes like up and this comes down, which creates like that smile line. But over the last 5-6 years, my chin has like literally, and I mean, it's really been bothering me. So I'm not doing it for aesthetic purposes. However, I am going to talk to you about that in a minute. But this right here has been so like, I literally wake up in the morning like this. I wake up that way. So I'm like, so yeah, so Botox is like it's basically the only thing that can relax it. So they're going to do Botox in your muscle. You know, it takes like 4 days to maybe start to feel it and then like 2 weeks to make a difference. But I'm also, and I have these fine lines, like smoker lines. I don't even smoke like that. But I apparently you can get it from like water bottles too, and just age, I think. So I am going to get some filler for the first time in my lip. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I think, see this right here? This is like a really deep crease. So I'm probably going to, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know I'm going to do this because I'm going in essentially for the medical part of it. This is a medical part for me. I don't care how it looks, but you can tell you got it. See this like orange peel skin? See this? That's how you know your Mentalis is overactive, I think. That's what I heard. So I'll find out and I'm going to record it, obviously. For you, but this is really bugging me. So I'm going to see what they say. I mean, there's, you know, I've been looking it up and I've been obsessed on YouTube watching everybody get their injections. And I'm like, oh my God, a liquid facelift. Like I've really gone down the rabbit hole like, oh my God, what will I look like? So come along my journey. But like I said, if you have that, that's what it is. It's your Mentalis. So come along. Let's go fix this up.
So what are we doing today?
Oh, hopefully a lot of things. Okay. So what I was saying is this Mentalis, is that how you pronounce it? Okay.
Yeah.
It is bothering me. Like, it's almost like, it's not painful, but I wake up every morning like this, my jaw's, why would my jaw be pulled forward if this is coming up? Like, I feel like that's how I live. And then I have this Nike swoosh thing going on here. Mm-hmm. Oh God, I don't like that either.
Okay.
I'm all hollowed out here. I got crow's feet here.
Okay.
I'm 50.
All right, so a couple different things to tackle. All right,
okay.
So let's start with the crow's feet. That's very easy. That's a little Botox.
Okay.
You've done a little Botox before? Mm-hmm. Never?
I'm a virgin.
Okay, all right. So this works by keeping the muscle from contracting. All right. So there's really 3 areas in the face where the muscle is the most important determinant in terms of your wrinkles. Okay. So that's your lines that come across the forehead, your 11s, and then these guys, which you're not happy with. So no amount of laser, no amount of skincare, lotions and potions can make that go away. We can do a very aggressive laser and sort of smooth out the skin, but unless you treat the muscle underneath, it's going to come right back. Right. So that's an easy fix with Botox. Takes about 4 or 5 days to set up, lasts for somewhere between 4 and 5 months, something like that, okay? Underneath, let me give you a mirror and I'll show you a couple of things. Okay. So hang on to that guy.
Okay. Oh, I got a cute little mirror. Okay. And that's another thing. See this big ass wrinkle right here?
A little better. Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, that's the thing that's bothering me more than anything.
This guy here. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh.
And then.
It's like we're dating now.
Okay. All right. So you have little hollow here. So I want you to hold this one steady.
Okay.
And you're going to keep your chin right here and just look up with your eyes a little bit. Okay. Now we bring this up, but keep your chin down. And you notice how that hollow starts to get worse when you go up. Yeah. Okay. And so what that tells me is that there's 2 things going on here. One is there's a little pocket of fat which is being pushed forward. And that gets worse when you look up. If you bring your mirror down, it actually goes away somewhat, right?
Yes.
So there is a component of fatty pocket here which has to be surgically removed. But in your case, not that bad, right? No. So what we see more is something called the tear trough.
Okay.
And this is a little bit of volume loss with age. It's very normal. And so we can put a little bit of filler in here to soften it.
I like that much better than surgery.
So we'll smooth the junction from the lower lid to the cheek.
Okay.
All right, we do that with a little numbing here.
Okay.
And then we use a cannula, which doesn't have a needle, and we'll be able to go in and fill that space.
Okay.
Okay. Filler lasts anywhere between 9 and 12 months, generally speaking. Okay. All right. Then here, wrinkle your chin for me a little bit. There you go. So we can do a little bit of Botox here to help improve that.
Okay.
In terms of the jaw and some of the tension and strain that you feel there, do you clench your teeth? Do you grind your teeth at all? Do you know? Okay.
No.
Tighten your jaw muscle for me. Okay. So this is your masseter muscle here. Okay. We can actually do some Botox there.
Okay.
That would soften that a little bit, gives you a little bit more of a heart shape.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay. Believe it or not, what you're complaining about with your Nike swoosh is actually a little bit of a good thing, because in this zone, right, this is all your bone here. And that's really nice, okay? People pay a lot of money to have me put filler here to build that, okay? So we don't want to do anything to sort of take that away.
Okay.
If it's a little bit underneath here that you don't like, we would often use something called Sculptra.
Okay.
Sculptra is a type of filler. It's a little bit different. Helps really stimulate your body to build a little collagen and improve some of the volume. Okay. So that's something that you can sort of fan into this area and get a little bit of an improvement there. Okay?
Yeah. Because this is like, I feel like I'm droopy.
A little there. So the
is that my DAO muscle? Did I say that right?
So this, this guy is over here, your DAO. And it does give you a little bit of that. Ultimately, what this is this is a little bit of, if you turn just a little this way, you can see, right, you're getting into this, a little bit of skin comes down. So in the short term, we can put a little bit of filler here, which will sort of hide that guy, right? In the long term, you can even do some filler back here. Again, the Sculptra might help, give you a little bit of a lifting effect. 10, 15 years from now, then we start talking about little mini lift and things when you're pulling back.
Yeah.
Okay?
What about these? Are horrendous.
So these guys, whether you've smoked or not, we
we
sort of call them smokers' lines. Purse your lips for me. There you go. So you can see that's a muscle as well. Now, unlike some of the other muscles of the upper face where you don't necessarily need them, you need that muscle to be functioning. So you can sip through a straw, so you can speak normally and those type of things. So there's a couple options. The simple one is to put a couple units of Botox here. Okay. And that will help soften and sort of prevent it from getting worse. We can also do a little bit of filler in that area. Okay. And sometimes we'll actually run a little filler in what's called the vermilion border, or the area where the normal color skin meets the pink skin of the lip. Ultimately, the best way to get rid of them is with laser. Now that has a little bit of downtime, right? But what we do is we use an erbium laser, and we're able to basically go and smooth them out so the valleys don't look low and the peaks don't look high. That has a little bit of downtime with it though.
So that's something I can do later on.
You would do that later. We'll put a little filler here for you.
Awesome. And are you doing back here?
So the Sculptra we have to mix 24 hours before we inject it.
So maybe like, am I coming back for like you checking me out?
Around 2 weeks, we'll check your Botox and see how you're doing. And then filler, since you've never done filler before, we tend to be a little bit more on the conservative end of things or side, with the caveat that you can always add more
you can't take stuff out,
and you don't want to necessarily do something you not love. Okay?
Good. I'm here for you.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the lip while we've got you nice and numb.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do first is we're going to sort of set your vermilion border. So what I'm going to do is just lay the needle here so you can kind of see if you want to see. We're going to be right in that plane right there. Okay? So I'm going to tilt you back a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen this on YouTube.
A couple times?
Oh, like 100 times.
Okay. And so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Big pinch. Okay.
Oh, that wasn't bad.
Just a little baby dose here on the edge. Not too bad?
That's nice.
Okay, and now we're going to do this sort of lateral little portion here. So same thing, 1, 2, 3, big pinch. Good. Okay. Okay, so that is a very, very little bit of product.
Oh, that's nice.
Which you'll notice just defines the edge, okay? Without
Oh, that
making
looks
it look like you have a
good.
duck lip. We don't want any duck lips.
No duck lips.
Okay?
That's nice. Oh, I like that. Good job.
All right,
it's kind of
good.
like you've done this before.
Once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. Same thing on this side now. 1, 2, 3, like pinch. Perfect. There we go.
Oh, that's
We'll do one
good.
more.
Nice.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
There we go. 1, 2, 3, pinch. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. It's more of a reaction than it is a pain.
Yeah, the lip is always a little sensitive. Good. So let's do a little dab there.
Oh, that looks so good. I have a lip
very,
again.
Very subtle, okay? I really haven't even enhanced the volume of the lip. All we wanted to do is just define the border a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
So now what I would say is we want to give you just a little bit of the Cupid's bow. Okay, so we're going to do that from a little bit of a different vantage point.
Oh, that looks good.
Our ice here.
Love that. Oh, I got to put this on?
No, I'll hold it for you. I know right where we're going, so we'll take the guesswork out. We'll dab you there. I have that effect on people sometimes.
That's right. You make me cry.
Tears of joy. Okay, so pre-treat with a little ice. And then here we're going to actually come from the top. 1, 2, 3, a little pinch right there. Good. And one on the other side. 1, 2, 3.
Grab that from you.
Thank you.
She's quite adept at it, though.
I'm sure she is.
I just built one more little bit on this side. Here we go. Little pinch. Good. So this will largely keep the shape of your lip, just sort of enhance just a little in the middle.
Oh, that's
okay?
nice. Okay.
All right, now let's treat a couple of these lines that are above.
Why do I have all this fat here? Will that go away when you do the, or no, you're not? No, damn it. Am I gonna always look like I have this here?
Well, part of what you notice here is not so much this. This has always been here. It's that you've lost that little volume here.
Oh.
So in relationship, volume-wise, there appears to be a hollow in the marionette area.
Okay.
And that's, so you say, my eye sees this, when in fact, if we put some filler here,
It won't go away?
you won't
Oh,
notice
good,
it.
yeah. Oh, good. Oh, God, about that life. Okay.
Okay, so for these, we're gonna go right into the wrinkle. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna put just a very little bit of filler. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now we'll come on the other side.
Does drinking out of a water bottle cause these too? Because that's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. I was figuring
It
it
is true that the more you employ or recruit that muscle, so that's why we often call them smokers' lines, because you're constantly pursing around cigarettes, so straws, things like that. But in reality,
just my old ass.
you
Is that
either
what
get it
is?
or you don't, you know? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do one more here. And then I think we're good. Pinch here.
like that side hurts. Oh, it doesn't
A
really
little bit
hurt.
more.
Yeah, no, it hurts less.
Maybe a little bit of the numbing didn't kick in.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. I mean,
So that's a very conservative treatment for the
God,
upper
that
lip,
looks
but it should
good.
help just minimize some of
oh,
those
I have a
wrinkles.
lip again. That's nice.
Okay.
Okay, love that
All
so
right,
far.
so
Okay,
we're gonna move
woo.
on to the tear trough.
Okay. Oh, that's up here. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start with our neuromodulator. So I'm going to turn you this way. And we're going to do eyes. So squinch up nice and big. Let's see the wrinkles. Good. And relax. And here we go. So it feels like this. Just a very tiny little pinch.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not too bad, right?
No.
Good. 2, 3 little pinch.
Somebody said fillers hurts more. Is that true?
It depends. A lot of the new fillers actually use the same size needle
that's
as
good.
the Botox. So if you do okay with that, you should do okay with this.
Oh, that's perfect. This feels less painful than the little prick on the numbing cream.
On the numbing? Good. So we'll spin you that way and smile again for me. Good. And relax. 1, 2, 3.
I'm such a facial expression person. You know, like when I talk and everything is done via facial expression, which I know doesn't help your wrinkles.
That's okay. These are the smile lines, so that means you're happy.
I'm happy.
Good. All right, so now we'll go after the 11s.
Okay.
And then for this one,
You need a furrow.
yes, there you go, good. Perfect, and you can relax. So here we go, 1, 2, 3. This one smarts a little more here.
Oh, you know what I was going to ask you? I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I've seen it. Do I look like I have a little fat pocket above my left eyebrow? I feel like I have a little teeny tiny fat pocket there.
Left eyebrow?
Yeah, like over here. Like, does it look weird, like not balanced?
No, this is just a little bit of the muscle here in the tail of your brow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. This is all sort of
Connected?
continued with the temporal. And so one of the places where, especially because you're thin, you tend to get a little bit hollow in the temples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Frown again for me. Good. So now we've got the middle part of the muscle. We're going to just do these lateral tails here.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Good. Doing okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. So you shouldn't feel this. We're just going to make our little opening here.
I didn't feel anything.
That's the numbing.
That's weird. I felt nothing.
I'll borrow your index finger. You'll hold it right there for me.
Okay.
Perfect.
This is still Botox?
So what I'm doing is just making the little openings for the cannula
Oh, okay.
for our filler. Good. I'll borrow your other.
Is it nice to see somebody who's like never had Botox or fillers come in? Like, is it like a painter where you're like, oh my God, I get a clean canvas. Like nobody's ever touched it before.
That's right. It's a little different. Yeah. Most people, though, nowadays come in and they say, I need, and they know how many units,
Oh, damn.
and they know where they want it, And they want how much?
Well, I'm gonna leave all that in your hands because I have zero clue. I know when to be a chef in the kitchen and when not to be, and this is one of those not to be's.
How's the lip feeling?
Numb.
Okay.
Not as numb as it was before, though.
I'll give you another one of those
Yeah.
right before we do.
Wears off pretty quickly. That's good.
Okay, let's see here. These guys should be good.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so we're going to use a cannula here. So no needles. You'll feel a little bit of pressure as we come across. And you're almost going to feel it bump your nose, okay? It feels funny. Now, you won't see anything, I promise, but I'm going to have you open your eye. Because when you close your eye, the little bit of tear trough deformity goes away. We're going to just begin filling that very subtly.
Whatever you did to numb really works because I'm like, just mild pressure, but nothing. I'm like, this is great.
So that was just about a quarter, not very much of a syringe.
Good.
And we'll show you what that looks like. And you'll be able to see already some improvement from side to side.
Oh, whoops.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, you
we can go back and be a little bit more aggressive, but again, we're doing all this with one syringe. So we're kind of starting with a nice little... Much better. Good. So now you have a nice little balance there.
Oh, that's
okay?
nice. Yes,
Good.
it doesn't feel so blah. Why do they get so dark? Do you know that answer?
So part of that is the skin of the lower lid is very thin. So any vasculature that you have, the little blood vessels and veins, you can see. And so you can see that a little bit, where it's like a little bit blue here, so on and so forth. The other thing is that the light can get, as there's a hollow there, the light sort of gets trapped a little bit.
Okay.
So you can get a little bit of a shattering effect. And
I love my lip.
Good.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
Okay.
Are you doing my jaw? I mean,
So
this
we're gonna
back
do-
here when you said about the Botox to soften there, or we're not doing
I
that?
can, but you don't have much of a
So I don't have to
muscle.
worry about
I
it?
don't think you have
Okay,
to worry about
good.
that. We're going to do
Okay,
a little Botox now for your upper lip
Okay.
and then for the Mentalis.
Oh, yes.
Now the Mentalis is important because there's muscles here that we don't want to treat. They're a little bit more lateral. The Mentalis is right in the middle.
Okay.
So we're going to treat right down in the chin at the origin of that muscle. And so wrinkle your chin again for me. Yeah. So we're going to be right in this little zone right here. And we only use a very, very small bit of Botox.
Okay.
Just about 2 units on each spot.
Okay. Why does it make it all like orange peely?
So that's just as the muscle contracts, it's attached to the overlying skin and soft tissue. And so that just pulls it into that form. So what we're going to do is just treat this Mentalis here. So again, let's see the musculature. There you go. Good. And relax. Do a little pinch here. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And that's it. 2 little pinpricks.
That was easy.
Okay. And we'll get that muscle to soften there.
Good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see, wrinkle your nose for me a little bit. There you go. So these little guys here, we're going to treat these guys as
Okay.
well. Okay, so wrinkle again for me. Good. And relax. 1, 2, 3. This is the nathalis muscle here. 2, 3. And that'll just soften that a little bit for
Good.
you. Very nice.
Is there typically a lot of bruising or no bruising?
Well, we like to think there's not much. Sometimes we get a little unlucky. But we do use very thin needles.
Yeah.
So, and then again, you know, we use cannula where we can. So this little white blotch that you see here is the epinephrine from the numbing that we use for the cannula.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go back to a little bit of ice here.
Okay.
And again, what we're gonna do is fill that
Good.
guy right
Yes.
there, okay?
Okay, great.
So we're gonna do a little bit of ice. And this really gives you a very nice, almost instant little
Yes.
improvement. So we're gonna come on this half here and the top half now. Good. I'm gonna bring it this way just a little bit. Good. And we're gonna go one more spot here. Big pinch. Great. You have a little tiny scar there. You see that guy?
I do. What's that from?
I don't know. Maybe there's a good story that goes along with it.
Yeah, I'll come up with some lie.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't remember.
Perfect. So that looks really good. And you'll notice
Oh,
the jawline
yes.
here is now straight along that
Oh my
vector.
God, it looks
Okay?
so much better.
Yeah, that's a nice little one. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing on the other side.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, that's great.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so now we have 2 little pinches of filler left,
Okay.
which we're not going to let go to waste.
Okay. Where do you think we should put it?
So a couple options. If you like the upper lip volume, we can do a little bit on the lateral of the lower. Your
Okay.
volume in the middle is just fine. But when you close, you notice how the bottom half disappears just a little bit.
Yes. Okay,
So
yeah,
I would
let's
do
do
a
that.
little bit
Okay.
there.
Do I need to
okay?
numb that or?
I'm going to do a little ice for you.
Okay.
Yeah? And here, we can even use one of these little guys too, these little numbing sticks.
I already feel like I look younger. Is that a thing? Like, do people say, oh my
Well,
God, I
yeah,
look
well, you
younger?
get a little bit of, I mean, obviously the Botox hasn't kicked in, right? But
Right.
you certainly, you enhance the lips a little bit, and really along the jawline is one of those areas where
I can always see right
you can
away.
see aging. Right?
So I'm going to look younger over the next 4 days.
Yeah,
I'm going to wake up and be like, oh my
better.
God, I've like lost 3 more years as far as age.
That's right.
Okay, everybody, it is now Sunday and I got all of the injections and filler on Friday. So I just got out of the shower, washed my hair, did all of that because for whatever reason, remember, this is my first time. So like for the whole weekend, I've been kind of like gingerly with my face. I have no idea why. I think it's just in my brain. I was like, you know what? If I stay still, it'll last longer, right? Which I know is totally irrational and I'm fine. I only have one teeny tiny little bruise here, little teeny tiny. My face feels normal. I don't feel like I'm filled. I don't feel like, I think in my brain, I kind of thought Botox was going to make me feel like my muscle was numb. So I was kind of expecting me to be numb, but I'm not. I feel just like I would normally feel. So I really love it. And you know, a lot of you have asked about pricing. It's going to be different based on what you're getting done, where you're getting it done, what type of filler. Botox can range anywhere from $9 to $10 in a unit to more. It really that's for the Botox. Filler is definitely more expensive because it's going to last longer. So you want to ask, like if you're in California, your prices are probably going to be a little higher. Maybe not though, because if there's like a street of like 5 different people who do it, there's still competitive pricing. So it can work in both ways, right? It can either be the bigger the city, the more expensive, and or less, right? So just look around. I love Dr. Jared Malaleiu. And, you know, for me, that's what I like. He's got a lot of experience. He does other things than just Botox, and he does lasering. And like he was talking about, I'd really one day like to get some of these like deeper lines, which are really only going to be done with a laser, but it is more expensive. So it's going to be one of those things I want to save up for. But I do want to maintain this. Like realistically, this is the part now, and I love this part because medically, this is why I went in. But like I said, he put a little bit here, filler I'm speaking of, and here, and this is the part I love the most. And right here on the vermilion border, and a couple little fills here, but nothing like, I'm not like my cheeks. This is all me, nothing. He told me I have very nice cheeks, and I'm like, thanks, I'm an overachiever in that area. So, but that's here, right? And up here, he didn't do anything for these lines, but he did these here. So I'm loving it. Like, I don't feel like I thought I would. Like, I thought I might feel a little plasticky or whatever. No, I actually feel good. And I may even have him go, not today, I'm saying next time I go, like in the fall next year or before, maybe just a little bit more here. Nothing crazy. And he did say, you know, this is your first time. Let's go really conservative on this, because he didn't want duck lips. He didn't want pillow face. Again, he's a very good doctor. So he's not trying to make the money. He's trying to also keep your face looking like a normal face and not pulled back. And I think he did an amazing job. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're doing your research on who you want to go through, because from what I hear, this part, I think he said tear throughs, right? So I think this part here is sometimes tricky for people. So I don't think you should just go to like Tiffany down the street who does Botox injections at your house and think that you're going to get filler here. Probably not the best idea. And you want to do your research there, because this little, do you see this little mark here? This is where he put that little thing in. After it, like he numbed it. I'm telling you, I didn't feel anything. I didn't, I mean, I felt a little bit of the numbing, but I didn't feel any of the filler going through. Like, he did an amazing rock star job. The only place you saw me flinch was around here, but it's not because it hurt. It's because it's your lip. And this is such a sensitive area that, you know, anything is going to be sensitive to it. So you could feel the prick from the needle for sure. Like, you're going to feel that. It's a small needle, but I didn't feel any of the like filler going in. And I had been told by some of my clients and some other people that I know who have had different fillers and Botox that, you know, oh my God, it's probably going to burn. And either what he used was just really phenomenal, or he's great, or my body's just okay with it. So, you know, I mean, there's risks with everything. So know that going into it. Do your research, do your pricing, but just know this, you're not going to get pricing over the phone. Even if they're like, it's $15, you know, a unit. Unless you are, this is realistically for the people who have never had it done before. Because if you've had it done, you know your units, you know what it is. Like he was saying, like he's got people come and they like, I need, you know, 5 units of this and 2 units. Like they know. But this was all new for me. But I absolutely love this part. And I didn't even go in for cosmetic purposes originally. I went in from that, from this, because my Mentalis was really bugging me. He didn't do my DAOs. I may get him to do a little bit more of that at some point when I go back in. And that's just, I don't need it right now, because I also don't want to look like, you know, fake and plastic. So, but yeah, look at that. Like, seriously. Again, look at the comparison. Look at this picture. Do you see the difference? It's really amazing. So would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, I would. This is my first time. I was definitely like a filler Botox virgin. And I'm 50. And I like it because I think it keeps me really natural. And the Botox hasn't even really fully set in. It's only been like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 3 days. You know what I mean? So I can still do this a little bit, but not much. But it's not tight on your face. So yeah, if you have any questions, or if you're new here, seriously, drop it down here. I'm not like a beauty channel. I'm just a wellness, life coaching channel, no nonsense channel. But every time I do something, I'm very transparent in the work that I'm doing. I'm never going to be like, oh my God, no, I didn't get any work done. If I got work done, I'm going to get work done. So, but I thank you guys so much for watching the journey, and you followed me on some of my other socials. And it's been great. So I'll let you know how it goes. And there is a maintenance, right? So with Botox, you're probably going to want to go every 3 months. And with filler, the first time, like I said, I'm not sure, to be honest with you, because I'm new here, like I've never done this before, but 6 to 9 months might be good to just do a little touch up to where it's not going to be as pricey because they're not using as much product. So some places will charge you by location and some places will charge you by unit. I think there's probably pros and cons to both of those things, but by space, if you need more than say Tiffany, it's still going to be the same pricing because it's done per area. So all depends on where you go. Definitely do your research in it, but I'm so pleased with it and I'm in love with Dr. Malaleiu and I feel like we need to be besties. So yeah, so I can access that refrigerator. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, talk to you soon.